Welcome to Beyond Compare Wrestling.
Thank you for joining us here tonight on this final episode of BCW in 2023. And we have quite the main event here tonight. We have the top-ranked Brotherhood taking on the eXiled for the BCW World Tag Team titles. The eXiled have looked unstoppable over the last few months. Who is coming out with the BCW World Tag Team titles here tonight?
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 495 pounds, the future Cameron Lewis and Isaac Taylor, the Brotherhood.
And here we go, making their way to the ring, the Brotherhood, but behind them we have Jacob Akane accompanying them to the ring. This is quite the development here tonight. This was supposed to be the Brotherhood versus the eXiled, but Jacob Akane, he has been trying to get his hands on the eXiled for months and months, ever since he returned from injury after being put on the shelf by the eXiled. He has been tasked to find a tag team partner to take him on, but tonight he is accompanying the Brotherhood. This changes the whole dynamic of this match.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 540 pounds, the undisputed BCW World Tag Team Champions, Ultimo Nightmare and the hardcore icon Xander. They are the eXiled.
And here they are, the eXiled. We have Xander on the left, Ultimo Nightmare on the right. And they do not seem fazed at all by the development of Jacob Akane in the corner of the Brotherhood. The eXiled have been unstoppable before, during, and after winning those BCW World Tag Team titles. Can they clinch the victory here tonight with Jacob Akane at ringside? Or will the wrinkle of having Jacob Akane be the thing that the Brotherhood need to win the BCW World Tag Team titles?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the undisputed BCW World Tag Team Championship.
The challengers, the Brotherhood, Cameron Lewis and Isaac Taylor. We have the champs, Xander and Ultimo Nightmare, the BCW World Tag Team Champions, looking to defend their titles for the third time here tonight. And as we close out 2023, this is what it's all about, the BCW World Tag Team titles. Isaac Taylor and Ultimo Nightmare starting it off for their respective teams, and the bell has rung. The final match of 2023 is underway, and a big, huge Samoan drop there from Ultimo Nightmare. Isaac Taylor getting into the wrong corner in a big tour of the islands. The two biggest men on their respective teams starting off this match, and as we can see, it is all power from Ultimo Nightmare. Ultimo Nightmare tags into Xander. Isaac Taylor rolls out of the ring. Lots of things happening here. Xander goes after Cameron Lewis. It was early on in BCW that it was Xander and Cameron Lewis. They had a one-on-one match on episode 3, and it was Xander picking up the win. Isaac Taylor makes the tag to Cameron Lewis. Now it is Cameron Lewis and Xander in the ring for their teams. Oh, and we got Jacob Akane coming up on the apron. And Xander wants none of that. Even just Jacob Akane getting up on the apron forces Xander to tag in Ultimo Nightmare, to tag in the heavy to protect him. And it was way, way back on episode 13 that it was the eXiled taking out Jacob Akane. Jacob Akane returned from injury this past August, and ever since then, he has been laser focused on getting revenge on the eXiled. Mr. GM told Jacob Akane that if he wants revenge against the eXiled, he's got to find a tag team partner. They are the tag champs. They compete in the tag team division. So if he wants to face him, he has got to find a tag team partner. He has not been able to do that. He has tried. He has failed. And it looks like Jacob Akane is done trying. He is done waiting. He wants to be front and center. He wants a front row seat to face the eXiled. And that's what he's got here tonight, accompanying the Brotherhood, trying to get that mental game on the eXiled, perhaps costing them the World Tag Team titles. Jacob Akane, he is partnerless. He has no horse in the race when it comes to the tag team titles. So I think the method to his madness is if he can get Xander and Ultimo Nightmare to lose those tag team titles, then Mr. GM might grant a one-on-one match between either Xander and Jacob Akane or Ultimo Nightmare and Jacob Akane. Jacob Akane will take either or, so I think that is the game plan going into this one. We got Xander doing a lot of damage. Xander with that big drive-by kick right there. The two smaller men in the ring here, Cameron Lewis, we always say it, he is one of the fastest, most agile on the roster. And Xander, he is hardcore. He has that durability. And he's showing it right there with those punches and slaps right to the face. And the tag champs, they are really making good on those quick, fast tags. And that is the advantage that the eXiled has that no team in BCW has been able to figure out. They have that perfect combo of the big man, little man team. Oh, and here Jacob Akane getting real close to Ultimo Nightmare. Oh, but Ultimo Nightmare with the big splash. 330 crashing down on Cameron Lewis, and Cameron Lewis just was able to get his shoulder up, but he is looking stiff. He is looking worn out. Jacob Akane looking to get the distraction. Will it distract Ultimo Nightmare? And it does not. Jacob Akane drops back down. A big hip toss there. Cameron Lewis getting him down with the dragon screw, and that's a smart maneuver. Cameron Lewis. Oh, and a big evade there. Cameron Lewis using the speed. That's what he's got to do. He's got Ultimo Nightmare loopy. He's on the ropes, but Ultimo Nightmare with that power, picking him up and taking him over. And now Ultimo Nightmare, he's going for Isaac Taylor. Jacob Akane is getting in the ring. Oh, and a big shot there. Jacob Akane going for that. Oh, looked like he was going to go for that big corner splash, but the referee has ejected him. Referee didn't catch that shot. That could have been a disqualification. Referee didn't see it. Caught Jacob Akane, and Jacob Akane is now out. But is that enough to give the Brotherhood the advantage? The eXiled, it looked like in the early stages of this match. Oh, and Cameron Lewis with a big jumping dive from Cameron Lewis. The eXiled, they have firmly cinched up the first part of this match, but after that distraction, Jacob Akane has opened the door wide open for the Brotherhood to take advantage of this one, and Cameron Lewis, he is doing some serious damage to Ultimo Nightmare. This could be the opportunity the Brotherhood needs. The Brotherhood, they have all the tools, they have all the assets to be the BCW World Tag Team Champions. They have the speed, the agility of a Cameron Lewis. They have the power and the explosiveness of an Isaac Taylor. And creating that opening, having that distraction from Jacob Akane could be just that little bit that they need to get advantage of this match and come out with the World Tag Team titles. And Cameron Lewis is doing a beautiful job of reversing all these power moves. And that's the advantage of Cameron Lewis training with Isaac Taylor. Isaac Taylor is so powerful, just like Ultimo Nightmare. I would give the power edge to an Ultimo Nightmare over Isaac Taylor, but Isaac Taylor is a power wrestler, and he knows how to let Cameron Lewis know all the counters, all the moves he needs to do to counter power, and Cameron Lewis is doing that beautifully in this match. Oh, but picks him up off the ropes in a big brutal choke slam, just crushing his body. Ultimo Nightmare is 6'7", and when he gets you up for that choke slam, you are probably about 10 feet in the air going horizontally down to the mat. Oh, and a big boot there. Cameron Lewis is getting destroyed. Cameron Lewis needs the tag to Isaac Taylor. Cameron Lewis has just been getting absolutely brutalized in this match. And a big knee there. And just pummeling him with those shots again to the head. Xander has that knee brace on him. He hits you with that knee, just does double damage. What's doing double damage here is just these shots to the temple and another knee to the head. Oh, but Cameron Lewis, he reverses. Snapmare and then a kick to the face. That had a big whiplash effect on the face there. And Cameron Lewis with that pump knee, that's his finisher. It looks like he's going to make the tag, but Ultimo Nightmare was there to cut him off. Beautiful tag team synergy there from the eXiled. Cameron Lewis, he's been in the ring for quite a while now, quite a few minutes, taking a lot of shots. He absolutely needed that hot tag, and Ultimo Nightmare just shut that down. That is why they're the tag team champions. They not only have the speed and the power, but they have the game plans to win the matches, and Isaac Taylor just getting clobbered there into the ring. Oh, and Isaac Taylor just right into those steel steps. And Cameron Lewis went for that shotgun drop kick off the middle rope. No water in the pool on that one. And Ultimo Nightmare still just wearing out Isaac Taylor. That might be the game plan for the eXiled in this one. Take out Isaac Taylor. Focus on the smaller man, Cameron Lewis. And speaking of taking out Isaac Taylor, a nightmare fuel on the outside. Isaac Taylor just getting absolutely rocked. We got to get some medical staff out here and check on Isaac Taylor. We got to take a quick commercial break, but we will be right back to this tag team action. We are back to action in this BCW World Tag Team title match. Cameron Lewis still in the ring, taking on Ultimo Nightmare. And during the break, medical staff came out and escorted Isaac Taylor to the back. Our chief medical officer has deemed that Isaac Taylor is not fit to compete in action after that nightmare fuel to the outside. For the wrestler's safety, the doctor has taken Isaac Taylor back. They are evaluating him right now. We do not know the extent of the injury or the potential injury and damage to Isaac Taylor. So for all intents and purposes, this has turned into a handicap match. Cameron Lewis going it alone against the eXiled. And Ultimo Nightmare just wearing him out here on the guardrail. Picks him up and slams his head and his ribs. Cameron Lewis kicks him off. He's got to get back in the ring. If Cameron Lewis has any shot in this match, it is in the ring where he can use the ropes, where he can jump and fly around and use gravity, but on the outside, he has virtually no chance against the eXiled. And Cameron Lewis, he is just absolutely battered and bruised. Even before Isaac Taylor was taken out, he was isolated and the eXiled were just going to town. Cameron Lewis needed that hot tag. Ultimo Nightmare took him out. And now it is a handicap match. And when you were going up against an Ultimo Nightmare, big left to the ribs. And that left to the ribs, that left to that potentially a liver shot, that could take you out in a heartbeat. One shot from a 330 plus pounder right to the liver, that will it will not only take out your liver, that can take out your life. And now at this point it is virtually academic for the eXiled. How much damage are they going to do? How much are they going to play with their food before they put Cameron Lewis away? Or can Cameron Lewis have a miracle on 34th Street here during this holiday season and somehow, some way defeat the eXiled in virtually a handicap match? And he's looking good there with a lethal combination. That's step one to getting back on track. And he is known for his top rope maneuvers, like the frog splash, and he goes for a splash. Hooks the leg, and a kick out at one. Cameron Lewis, that's the first couple steps. He's going for that ripcord knee. That could be it. That could be a knockout shot. That is his finisher. In conjunction with this frog splash, if he can hit this could be it. Frog splash nailed it. Cameron Lewis, can he beat the eXiled in handicap? Can he win the titles? And Ultimo Nightmare kicks out. Looks like Xander was coming in at the last second on that one. I don't think Xander thought that would put him away, even though it was his finishers. Two finishers to Ultimo Nightmare from Cameron Lewis, and he can't put him away. Is there any hope for Cameron Lewis in this match? And Cameron Lewis, he's going take out Xander there, hits him with a shot to the face. Oh, but he just got double creamed in the corner. Cameron Lewis has got to get away from the corner of the eXiled. He has got to put this in his corner, and a big clubbing shot. Ultimo Nightmare's arm span is so big that he went for that punch, and I think it went all the way around his head and hit Cameron Lewis in the back of the head. And I think this is what Cameron Lewis needs. I mean, both members of the eXiled are very, very devastating, as evidenced right there by that DDT hung up on the ropes. But I think Cameron Lewis has a better shot against Xander than he does against Ultimo Nightmare, and kicks out at one. That is sending a message to the eXiled that Cameron Lewis is a fighter. This is a breakout performance from Cameron Lewis right here. But speaking of breaking out, and I think, looked like he was going for that Nightmare Fuel. Cameron Lewis reverses and goes for that backstabber, taking the big man off his feet, and he's going after Xander. Smart maneuver. Just going back and forth, back and forth. But he got caught playing to the crowd there. I know the crowd gives you energy. It gives you that adrenaline boost. But that was a mistake from a Cameron Lewis, because now he is getting double teamed, getting that arm worked over. And Cameron Lewis, he doesn't have Isaac Taylor. Isaac Taylor's still being worked on in the back by medical staff. He doesn't even have Jacob Akane. Jacob Akane was thrown out. Cameron Lewis is going on his own on this one. And a big Fisherman's Buster DDT, and Cameron Lewis looks spent. Xander tags in Ultimo Nightmare, and could this just be picking the bones? Goes for a big splash, just crushing the ribs. 330. Could this be it? Is this enough? But Cameron Lewis still has more fight in him. What do the eXiled have to do to take out a Cameron Lewis? And a big shot to the face. Perhaps a bit of frustration there on the part of Ultimo Nightmare, just kicking him in the face. No move, no technique, just getting furious, getting upset. But Cameron Lewis, he keeps fighting back. He keeps hitting maneuvers. He keeps doing everything he needs to do to make this a game matchup. Goes for a suplex. Xander with the reversal and that knee brace right to the spine. That knee brace right to the mid-back. And Cameron Lewis, no matter what his fighting spirit is here tonight, he has been beaten, brutalized, and battered for the better part of 10-15 minutes in this match. And Ultimo Nightmare from the top, 330, coming crashing down to the outside. That has got to be 10, 15 feet in the air. And I think that might be it for Cameron Lewis now. No matter what your fighting spirit is, the human anatomy is not made to take 330 pounds crashing out of the equivalent of a 2-story building right on your chest to the outside. Oh, and here we go again, right off the ropes, up and down. This could be it. Cameron Lewis lived to fight another day, kid, and he kicks out. And Ultimo Nightmare cannot believe it. I can't believe it. Cameron Lewis is made of sterner stuff than I think we all thought he was. And again, reverses the Nightmare Fuel. Just keeps in this match, just looking for openings. Will he find an opening that leads him to the BCW World Tag Team titles here tonight? And if Ultimo Nightmare can hit this, I think it is over. Nightmare Fuel. It took out Isaac Taylor. And it took out Cameron Lewis. Wow. eXiled picking up a huge win here tonight. But the real story behind this story is Cameron Lewis. Wow, what a competitor. What a breakout performance. Cameron Lewis, he came up on the short end of this one, but it was an excellent showing. That was the breakout performance of the year, in my opinion, for BCW.
Here are your winners and still undisputed BCW World Tag Team Champions, the eXiled.
And this begs the question, if Isaac Taylor was out here, would we have seen new World Tag Team Champions? Cameron Lewis went it on his own. He looked amazing. But closing out 2023 is this image, the eXiled retaining the BCW World Tag Team titles. Wow.
On the next episode of Beyond Compare Wrestling,